last one of the season. Just what is the mindset in wanting to finish the season?
I mean, at the end of the day, the mindset, regardless if it is last week, we're going to go in there and we're going to try to win this game, finish the year out 5-3 in Big Sky play. That means a lot more than 4-4. We know that going into this week, and we want to end it off the right way.
What does it mean to be able to protect the red for one last time this season last week, and what are you bringing with you on the road to this final game?
Oh man, that was a tough game for me. That was the last one I'll probably play on the red ever, and very emotional. And I think that we finished it out the right way. It was really cool to see the defense get 5 takeaways. That was electric, fun to be a part of, and just know that we got the offense back no matter what. We could send anyone out there, quarterback. It doesn't matter. We're there for them, and we know that they're going to give it their all when they're out there. And then going into this week, obviously, play with the same way. They're going to try to attack us in the air again. Hopefully we'll have the same outcome as we did last game with all the takeaways. But at the end of the day, we just want to go in there, play free, play confident. Last game of the year, so we're just looking to get this win, finish out the right way.
What are your emotions like heading into final college game?
Yeah, man, it's been hitting me a little bit harder. It's starting yesterday. This is final week, final Tuesday practice. Final week for everything. So, just really gonna cherish these last moments I have with all the guys on the team, and just be there for them, and be that guy. And it's been a long journey for me, and it's been emotional and filled with ups and downs. But I'm really happy with how this year has went, and especially the team wise. Like a lot of people don't see, like we have grown so much as a team, and if you were not, unless you're a part of the team, through every day, all of our off-season work and everything, it's just great to have a group of guys, younger group that really care and are there for each other.
Trevor, you've had a lot of snaps as an Eagle. What about this year is kind of different? Obviously, you're probably starting more than most.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, the biggest thing for me, I'm just really happy that the defense has been playing very well. It's been fun to be a part of, honestly. Like second year into our defense this year, and we made adjustments to make it easier on us, and just feeling of being out there and everyone trusting each other and playing confident has been probably the best part of this year. When you're out there and that the guys behind you, in front of you, are going to do their job and execute the assignment well, like that's really fun to be a part of. And especially when we emphasize takeaways every day at practice, and for us to get 5 last week, that hasn't happened since 2009, and that was just awesome to be a part of. And hopefully we can go into this next game and do the same thing.
What sort of, you're in your second year, you said, with Coach Sanders. What did you kind of learn the first year that you've sort of seen grow into, like, you've seen the benefits of it, that you maybe started in fall of 24 that you've now seen?
For sure. I mean, we have a pretty complicated scheme, and one of our big emphases this offseason was take weight off the car, and I think that's exactly what we did. We have a younger defense, and second year obviously, but we have a lot of guys executing their job at a lot higher clip than it was last year, which speaks volumes to what Coach E has done. And at the end of the day, you want your guys to go out there and play confident, regardless of what you're running. It could be whatever, but if you have a group of guys that are out there playing for each other and playing confident, good things come from that.
You're one of the 6th-year guys. What does it sort of mean to have Dejan play with you, and Nolan be with you this whole time?
Yeah, man, I think about those guys and just flooded with memories. Those guys that we've had a long jersey, 6 years together, and I just think about those freshman lifts at 6 a.m. Us getting after it, and it's kind of cliche to say, but my time here did feel like it went by very fast, and I'll cherish those guys and a lot of other people for forever, for the rest of my life. Thank you.